And this is COVID volleyball. So we go to the first game, the first night, and we make 10 errors a game. But Illinois State returns everybody, and we basically knew what they were going to do, and they had no idea what we were going to do, right? So we can play high error volleyball and win night one. And then day two, they had very specific serve strategies that we actually practiced in the morning, expecting them to do it. And we just didn't execute it. And we said that we think they're going to serve a ball here. They served the ball there. We didn't execute it. And we saw the flaws that we made the first day that we thought they would try and capitalize on. We've played this team multiple years. Their serving is always a very strategic play. They have multiple servers that can go short, deep, yo-yo, vary speeds. And so we knew they would put that challenge on our passers, and they did, and we just didn't respond well to that. And then we just continued to give away too many points, and they know what they're doing. So we made an adjustment in game two and obviously made things a little bit better, but in every set that we lost, we were higher. And Illinois State, we were higher, but Illinois State played awesome defense. All the credit in the world to that. That forced us into some of those errors, absolutely. They dug balls that don't get dug in our gym. And so then maybe on the next play, we make a hitting error, and that was because of their great defense. So it was a tremendous learning experience. We've only had 2 weeks of practice with some new people on the team. And, but yeah, it's this is COVID volleyball. I mean, the team that loses the first day has a lot more information than the team that wins.
I had 22 blocks a day. How hard is it to play against a team like that not only does well on digs, but also has that good net front presence?
Yeah, they do a good job of flying around. They got strong hands, so if you hit it, they get some blocks. And they do things differently than us. So these are things we don't see in our gym. They're flying out and drifting and blocking line, and you take a line swing when nobody's there, and all of a sudden there's a hand there. And that happened multiple times. I think several of their blocks were that way, and our hitters just hadn't seen it. I was trying to explain it mid-match, but a little different style than we play every day. So these are things we've got to learn and get better at throughout the course of the year. So hopefully we're good at the end.
Yeah. Kaylee Martin, especially in that the end of that third set, really did a good job. How hard is it to play against a player like her?
Oh, she's great. Just so physical, versatility, hitting out of the back row, front row, playing good middle back defense. Just a really good player. And you knew it was going to her late. We got blockers up actually in both late swing situations in the fifth, and she hit 2 great shots. She hit a back corner at 29 feet, and I think a high hands ball that went off the block and out of bounds. I mean, those are 2 game-winning swings that she was capable of making. We hope to not be in that position. Would be the better situation there.
Right. Taking a look at that fourth set, the net front presence for you guys was really good. You had 4 blocks in that set. How important is it to have that kind of presence on a consistent basis in every set and every match?
It would be helpful. It's points to get, right? So we scored 21 points. When I say scored points, I combine kills, blocks, and errors. 21 points in that fourth. 19's typically a goal. And so so that block adds things that we maybe haven't had in the past. I think Taylor Wolf's the most physical right side blocker we've had since I've been here. What is this, year 7? I think. I lose track of the years because is it fall? Is it spring? Or I don't know. But she's the most physical one over there. And Savannah Rennie's a pretty physical presence. Hannah Wirch has improved immensely on her block from her freshman year when she just got thrusted into college volleyball. And that year of training, well, I guess it got cut short because of COVID, but a year of experience has done her well. And, Hope's continued to develop as a right side blocker. Noose had a couple of stuffs on middles. And so I to be honest, I didn't know that we would accumulate. We blocked more balls in these 2 days than, 2-day stretches of any of last year. So that gives me some optimism for our block.
That fifth set was At least me sitting here at home was really entertaining to watch and seeing how you guys battled. What does it say about this group to see this early on that they're battling in such a competitive match like this?
Yeah, I think even yesterday, both the second and the third, we closed out at 8-2, right? So we could close games, and we, we did that in the second, in a close setting. We closed it, and you get a 1 point lead, a 2 point lead. Fortunately, in the fifth, we were on the downside of that and had to work to get even at 13, right? And I love the battle and the fight. In fact, I told him I think we were down 9-11, and I said, let's just catch them at 13. Let's catch them at 13 and close. And that is, you live that dangerously. In what was it, maybe 4 of the sets that we played this weekend, and I think we got 3 of the close ones, and they got the most important one.
Taylor Wolf has been really good to start off this year. She was the leader in kills and digs today. How important is to see her contributing so early?
We thought when she committed, we could try to figure out how to run this offense, but we couldn't practice it. We only had one setter in the gym in the fall. And so Taylor, I said this to our team, the 2-ball is a huge part of our offense, the middle ball to Hope Wirch and hopefully to Taylor Wolf in the future, even Ellie Kuntz on those 2 balls. It's a huge part of what we do. And, Taylor's setting it to Hope, and that's only happened, 20 times in their career together because she just got here. And, Taylor's loading from different positions and serve receive to try and get to the 2-ball, which she's really good at in rhythm. But when passes are altered and deviated, Claire's never set her the 2-ball, So there's just a lot of new with a new setter that's been here 2 weeks, and we're hopefully our offense gets more efficient as we go. We were not super efficient offensively, and I think that's going to be one of our strengths.
So last question, what are you going to use from this game to go ahead and get ready for Northern Iowa next week?
Well, we don't play till Saturday, so we'll have some rest time. 8 sets in 2 days based on only being able to practice for 2 weeks. I'm sure we're pretty exhausted at this point. I thought yesterday, even going into the third, we looked fatigued. There's just 6 weeks off and then, go play 2 weeks of volleyball and start playing matches to me is tough physically. Now, both teams in terms of fatigue, but in terms of recovery now, we'll have to be pretty careful. So what we'll do is we'll find out situations and serve receive situations that we can try and get better at. And, what wasn't clean? What do we think can work? We know we have pieces. It's just how do we do it when it's gray? How do we get better when it's gray? And Illinois State is one of the best transition teams, in my opinion, in the country. They might not have the physicality of some of the top 10 teams in the country, but in terms of transition, dig to attack, their setter's very gifted. She couldn't locate middle stuff the first day. The second day, she did a great job with it. Multiple all-conference players for them that are older, and 4 seniors that have started the last 3 years. And so a huge learning experience for us to play against a super experienced team. And we'll look at what they exploited in us, try and improve on that, and try and see what maybe we can do to Northern Iowa.